1, 2, 3. We want to welcome everybody to Mom and Dad Talks, where favorite two people are Mom and Dad. Wave, Mom and Dad.
Hey.
And we have Hantie. How you doing, Hantie? Good to see you. And we have a special guest, Ike Mega Man from Detroit, Michigan. Ike, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Man, we're going to give it the short version tonight, Todd. We'll just start with the college career. Michigan State, blood, sweat, and tears, pound of flesh on the football field. Actually got a couple degrees out of there, marketing and communications. So, you know, when Mom dropped me off, she said, well, she started crying. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, the tears stopped immediately. She grabs my shirt and she says, you know, you can't come home without a degree, right? You know that. So to this day, I don't know if I did it for me or her, but let's just say I got to go back home.
I mean, dude, and Ike, you know, you had such a wonderful journey because you played in a little bit of professional football in Canada, right?
Yeah. Well, I played in the NFL with the San Francisco 49ers. Had a few dinners out that way, learned a lot, and then came to USFL. What we did was the players that the Niners ended up letting go, we all went to the Pittsburgh Maulers, and we helped them start that USFL franchise in Pittsburgh. So I ended up playing in USFL for 4 years and a couple up in Canada, British Columbia, as well as Montreal. And then the career ended, came back to Detroit, got in the radio game. But see, Todd, my journey was different than most.
Yeah.
Most would go from a production side, something like that, technical.
Yeah.
I went from the sales and marketing side to on air, which was not heard of at that time. We're talking, 40 years ago. The game was different, So I ended up going on air, station by the name of WJZZ. I started with Mark Unger and then ended up doing so well. I took over the sports director position. Then we started a show at the world famous WCHB.
WCHB.
See? Home of Martha Jean and the Queen. Yeah. So I became sports director, did an on-air show nightly, Monday through Friday, hour night, sports recap, sports talk. And then from there, man, we took over. We started DFN in Detroit, a brand new sports station, and we took off. And years later, I was doing just a small segment with Don Shane and on Channel 7, WXYZ. And that just skyrocketed. It went so well. It went on and on. It got me an opportunity where UPN 50, you guys remember UPN 50? Harry Harrison and the gang. I got a shot to do sports on TV. Now, most folks will say, Mega, I know you love that. Not so much. Of course, I love TV. Yeah. But, TV is so condensed. Yeah. You only have 3 or 4 minutes for the sports. I'm used to doing 4 hours of talk radio. And my opinion, couldn't do that on TV. Well, CBS came a-calling. They said, would you like a change? How about doing the national show for us down here in Miami? We're starting up this new thing on the internet that is taking over. This was before the internet was internet. Yeah. So we did a show, combined it with the internet streaming called CBS Sportsline. We were in about 335 markets. Wow. And about 2 years later, my mom and dad got sick, brought me back to Gary, Indiana, where I'm from originally. But I spent so much time in Detroit, I call it my second home. But I have to. I learned so many things in Detroit. Yeah. But by the time I got back home with my folks, Chicago market was tight. Yeah. I couldn't break in, couldn't get in, not even part-time.
Wow.
So you know me, I went and worked for Donald Trump. Excuse me. Well, yeah, Trump had a casino down there, and I did player development for him. From there, we just took off, came out to Phoenix, did some radio out here, talk radio, cannabis radio, CBD radio, and all of a sudden, I call it stroke by lightning.
Okay.
Many people don't know. What do you mean stroke by lightning? That's how fast it happened.
Wow.
And that took me on a whole nother journey.
What year was
that? 2019. It was 2019, July the 5th at 5:01.
And we're going to talk more about this because our audience doesn't really understand stroke for a lot of them there. And it's stroke by lightning. It happens so quick. Can you tell us about that experience to help our audience know when the onset of stroke comes and how much time you really have? Go ahead.
Well, I was doing timeshare cancellation, me and my partner, just blowing up the game, blowing up the spot, doing well. And all of a sudden, I'm closing a deal, and I asked the lady for her verification.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I'm feeling it, I'm seeing it, but I cannot, for the life of me, write down clearly, precisely what she's telling me. I had to ask the lady about 6 times. I thought the lady would cancel. What's wrong with this guy? Is he dumb? Is he stupid? I mean, he keeps asking me for the same information. Finally, I got it scribbled. I took it into my partner, let him see it. He took one look at it. At this time, I have my back to him.
Yeah.
And I'm rubbing my hands. I'm talking. Here we go. We helping somebody else. This is why I'm here. And all of a sudden I hear, hello, 911. We have someone here having a stroke. I wheel around and I go, who? He says, you. I said, no, get out of here. I'm not having no stroke. I probably just need to go home and rest. Just go to sleep. I'll be okay in the morning. He said, nope. No. Calls the paramedics. Minutes later, there's about 15 paramedics. Of course, I'm so big. I'm 6'6", 260. So 2 paramedics wouldn't get it done.
Right.
Three wouldn't get it done. Hell, 10 didn't get it done. They sent 15.
Wow.
And I sat there and I said, I'm not sick. Now, I'm slurring, but I'm not hearing it. I'm telling them I'm not going anywhere with them. And this goes on and on.
Yeah.
They call my son. They look at my phone, call my son. My son says, hey, Dad, there's nothing I can do from here right now. You need to go with those men.
Where was he?
He was in Dallas. So it wasn't like he could just drive over.
Yeah.
So we hang up and I said, I'm still not going. There's nothing wrong with me. Leave me alone. Let me sleep. And finally, after about 35, 40 minutes of back and forth, they finally get me. We get to the hospital.
Yeah.
Now, this will be something that is an important point, Todd, family. I didn't know this. Maybe somebody out there didn't know this either. It is imperative that you get to the hospital as quick, as fast as you can. Why, Mega? Because when I got there, there are two situations you can go into. Those who were there before 30 minutes and those who got here after 45 minutes.
Okay.
Now, those who get there in 30 minutes or less, they have a drug that they give you that helps the stroke subside. If you get there after that, the drug will not work.
Wow.
So two things happen there in that scenario. You get the drug, 9 times out of 10, you're already on a healing path.
Yeah.
You don't get there in time. You don't get the drug. Your path is way different than those folks.
Wow.
And I mean, immensely different.
Wow.
So I kind of slow down right there.
Yeah.
Because now it gets a little hairy now. This is the part that I arrive at the hospital. They gurney me in. This part was told to me. Ike, you coded. What? You coded. They brought you back. Now, in that instance, I don't remember seeing a light. I don't remember a hallway or a tunnel. None of that.
Yeah.
Maybe because they did it so quick. But I don't have that recollection. Maybe it's deep in there and somebody can bring it out, but I don't remember. So now they also have told people, doctors, that Mr. Griffin will probably never walk, talk. He will never be able to do the things that he is used to doing by himself. His walking will be, it won't be a walk. So they painted this bad picture of what I could expect. Later on, I find out this is what the doctor said. Now, mind you, I got there 45 minutes too late. So I can hear someone telling me that. But I can't respond.
Oh, my word. Have mercy.
No response. Not wiggling a finger. Now, my left side was good, but there was no movement, no life on the whole right side.
Wow. Take it easy. I know it's hard.
People don't realize that having a stroke, there's PTSD involved. There are triggers.
There
are things. It will take you right back there.
Have mercy.
So now I'm in the hospital. I can't talk. Can't eat. Can't go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Shower. I stayed in that gown. Let's just say, I won't say how many times I changed, but for 6 weeks.
Wow.
I stayed in a gown. For 5 weeks, I was bedbound. Where I couldn't even get up and go to the bathroom. Impossible. Wow. No matter how bad I wanted it, wasn't going to happen. So I'm going through this now, and for 6 weeks, the first week they sent in the Army. And you got voice therapists, food therapists, nutritionists, physical therapy, all these different nurses and practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do anything.
Mm.
I couldn't do any of the exercising. They started me off with mushed food.
Mm.
You could only stay in this parameter, mostly fruits.
Mm.
You know, they almost baby food, but I wasn't at baby food yet.
Wow.
This mush was to work with my swallowing.
Mm.
Because in my position, my swallowing wasn't in synchronization with the rest of my body. Mm-hmm. So they were afraid, because if you swallow wrong,
you could
go in your lungs.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So they monitored me 24 hours, especially when I ate. There was a nurse there, plus the person feeding me, very slowly, making sure I'm swallowing.
Yeah.
Then it progressed on to baby food.
It progressed?
Progressed.
To baby food.
Food. Once you can show them you can swallow, you don't go to, hey, send me, can I get a burger? No. Okay, he's good to eat baby food now. Another week, going through the same, every meal, some kind of baby food. Checking to see if I could swallow. By then, they move you, third week, finely chopped food. And when I say finely, I'm talking like coleslaw fine. Okay? Okay?
Right, yeah.
This is all I'm getting, man. This is all I'm getting.
Wow.
Big as I am, this is all I'm getting. So finally we progress on. And by the 6th week, I could eat soft food. 6 weeks.
Wow.
Now I'm eating soft foods. So that part I've kind of caught you up to. Now, here's a guy who was, some would say, an elite athlete.
Yes.
And now he has been bedridden with a stroke. Who, in my mind, this isn't happening to me. I'll be okay. Each week went by, and I wasn't okay. Now, what's crazy is, boy, that would have messed with me, Mega. Oh, man. No, my brain wasn't working. There was no connection. The connection was, I'm just here. I'm here. Whatever you people do to make me better, you, the people, the nurses, you have to do it. You have to move my hands. You have to, everything. You had to do it. Now, here's part 2 on this journey. Big point. A lot of times when people have a stroke, they will give you some things that you can do from home. Now, there's a large percentage of people, mostly seniors, a couple things happen.
Okay.
Of course, you can't stay in the hospital forever.
Right.
Eventually, they're going to release you.
Right.
When they do, our job is done. It's on you. It's on your support system. It's on your family and close friends. Now, why do I say that?
Yeah.
Usually when stroke survivors get home, if there's still any ailments, i.e. left, right side, still some paralysis, leg may not be working good, can't walk good in a wheelchair. Once they get home, what do you think the family tries to do? What's their main thing? They want to make sure that that person is
taking. Restful,
comfortable.
Yeah,
got to keep you comfortable. So here they are, sitting at home. They aren't getting the workout in anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The brain is funny.
Yeah.
When I had the stroke, my nerves disconnected. What happens is, if you don't use those limbs, muscles, and brain, the brain will say, I guess we don't need them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And when the brain goes, we don't need them, huh? It's going to work with what you're working with. So if you just sitting at home, watching TV, eating, surviving, and the family not coming in and pushing you to, come on, you got to do something. You got to use it. They're not going to want to, but you got to make them.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's a 5-year program. You're going to gain a lot in the first year, and then it'll taper off. By the 5th year, if you don't have it, you won't have it.
Oh. Wow.
So that's why I send this message out to my seniors who support system family gets them home and just gets them there. Glad to have you home. I know you're glad to be out that hospital. Oh, don't it feel good to be at home eating some of that home cooking? As soon as you start piling that home cooking on, let me tell you, I still have problems swallowing and drinking. It's still a problem. It'll quickly not do right. And if it's happening to me, there you go, stocking them up on some good old whatever, and you're not watching, and then you wonder why they choke. It's because this swallow palate is not really formed or coming back. Your brain has connected, because with all the nerves in your brain, your brain will bypass those nerves that are dead. And they'll start firing and reworking again and reconnect on the new nerves. So now, because you're working, these nerves are now saying to these nerves, hey, we're doing things, and they start to remember. Now, here's the key. I say they start to remember. To me, I can't speak for anyone else. It took over 1,000 repetitions of anything I did to start to make those nerves reconnect.
Wow.
What do you mean, Meg, 1,000 times? I had to feed myself, and it took over 1,000 reps. It was like this. I couldn't even figure out how to do it. So I had to learn that, brush my teeth, comb my hair. I had to learn it all over again, like a baby.
You know, folk, I mean, like I said, Megan, we're gonna have to have you on back, because we're up to the minute of the show time, because there's more to talk about this. But I want to open it up for my mom and my aunt if you have any questions for Megan.
They know somebody.
Yeah, I mean, and I know I had an uncle who had a stroke. I didn't know about this. When I talked to you, it opened my eyes of what I need to do. I do have aging parents. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I take care of them. I mean, Mom, you look good. You look good, Mom. But I'm just saying, it helped me.
I don't look good.
Dad, you look good.
Okay.
Dad, you look good. Hantie, you look awesome. I want to get everybody. You know, y'all look good. You don't even look your age.
I look like I'm gonna be 80 on Monday.
No, you don't. Wow. Yeah, no, yeah. But you see what I'm saying?
Tuesday.
Oh my word! See,
Monday is the third.
No, Monday.
I said Monday.
We might have some other situations going on over here. We have to mommy that talks about that, but
they don't want you to forget, Todd. Don't forget to send the gift.
Yes. But real quick, do you have any questions for my man Ike Mega Man here before we have to go to the show here, everyone?
I don't have any questions. I just want to make a comment that you have really come out of that stroke that you had wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the God above that did it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No other way. That's why I always tell people I'm not supposed to be here, but God had another plan.
Hantie, you had another question for my man?
Well, and I'm like, Myrna, I noticed our connection right away. What he said, that he worked for the 49ers. My daughter's boyfriend, they're too old for boyfriend. Anyway, he used to work for the 49ers. And when you said 6'6", that's what he is.
Okay.
He got injured. Of course, doesn't work for them anymore. And then you mentioned WCHB.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. My cousins were from Inkster.
Yeah.
And that was one of the, and we'd go there in the summer. And we were like free as a bird on a mountain during that time.
And how about WVON in Chicago?
Yeah, I know a little bit. WGN was the one, and I think it's a WXYZ? WLS.
WLS.
Channel 5. Oh, yeah.
So we connect. Those were the things that made me open my eyes. And I've heard the story of if you have a stroke, if you can get to the hospital within the 30 minutes, that they can reverse it.
Yep.
And so I was right on board with you. I hope that I don't know anybody that has to go through that, but I'm praising the Lord that yours was as successful as it was.
Yeah.
Well, let me leave it with this. It was 6 weeks in the hospital and 6 weeks in physical therapy. And then I was finally able to go home. You cannot go home and be independent if you can't do the things there at the rehab facility independently. You had to do everything from open a car door to load the washer and dryer, wash dishes. And I had 6 weeks to pass that test of me being able to live
do those
independently
things for yourself.
Because they were ready to put me in an assisted living.
How long ago was that?
2019.
2019.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's a miracle right now, folks. I mean, you have done a tremendous thing.
A walking miracle.
I think I just lost Ike here.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah, for a hot second.
Is his real name Eric?
No. Ike Mega Man. Ike Mega Griffiths, what he has on there and stuff. But I guess that's our cue to. I guess mom and dad talks at this point, but folk, get out there, see the warning signs of stroke.
Yep.
I'm glad my man came on here to talk a little bit. We'll have to bring him on again so that he can tell the other part of the story and stuff. But like I tell you, it's very powerful. Please recognize that. Please get some help. Please get there in 30 minutes. When people start telling you have those signs and slurrings, don't fight it. Just say go. And a lot of good things can happen for you. So next time, we'll see you on my
good program.